Hello, it's the Toaster Party, and today I'm doing another Bardiche Machina Orcust video, this time displaying how the lines have changed due to the recent ban list unbanning Rusty Bardiche. I've thrown in a small PK engine for additional extension and negations on my first turn, as well as replaced O-Lion with Crystron Rosenix. But without further ado, let's get into the combos. Here we are with the first combo line, this one being the Armageddon Knight line. Sadly, this was the last one I recorded because I can do any of the three main lines with the cards I have in hand, but sadly this is the last one, so I'm just going to do the Armageddon Knight line. Armageddon Knight send off Orchestrated Nightmare, setting off the World Wand, which lets to be bring back to make Galati. Galati then sets the Babel to the side of the field, and then I am able to use the extender to go into a copy of Dingirsu and link the two away to make Galati. This is the first line and obviously the weakest because it's really only a send on your opponent's turn, but you usually will have an extender to be able to go into even more things because, like as you can see here, my hand was stacked with stuff that I could have extended into. Back with the second most important combo in the deck, that being the Scrap Recycler line. Though there's not a Scrap Recycler in our hand, there is an Allure of Darkness which will draw us into Scrap Recycler. Scrap Recycler will send off Crystron Rosenix, which then lets us go into the Crystron Token, which lets us go into Scrap Wyvern using the 2. Scrap Recycler pops itself, Wyvern summons Golem, Wyvern then pops itself. It actually could pop the copy of Machina Overdrive here, which would allow us to be able to have more monsters on field, but for the sake of wanting to show something off, I kept the Machina Overdrive on my side of the field. I then get to go into the regular Orcust line, which then lets me go into the Galati, which then lets me get the pop by itself. But the fancy thing is here, with the copy of Machina Overdrive, you can then pop the copy of Galati, chain Galati in response to add the copy of Crescendo to your side of the field, to then use the effect to make a copy of Citadel from hand, sadly, but put a Citadel on your side of the field and then also use the copy of Nightmare to send a Symbol Skeleton then makes Dingirsu, so you have a pop and a Raigeki. But I decided to not go into it for this one just because I wasn't thinking about it at the time. But with that, you can just make the Dingirsu here and then pop the opposing copy of the Water Spirit. And I'm going to display how that thing works right here by using the Machina Overdrive, popping the Galati, shuffling the thing back to set a second copy of Crescendo, which then now I'm just going to stop it here. Here with the final combo today, this one doing the Machina Redeployment line. And we're also going to see what other fancy extension things we can do with it. We're going to pitch it off the copy of the Phantom Boots, then we get to use the Irradiator. Irradiator then gets to make Megaform. Megaform then makes Metal Crunch. Metal Crunch then gets search of a Scrap Recycler. Scrap Recycler then Normal Summon to send off Citadel, makes Scrap Wyvern. Scrap Wyvern making Recycler, popping Recyclers, activating Citadel and Graveyard, making Citadel, summoning the Golem. Golem summons back the copy of Scrap Recycler, which then lets us go off into sending the copy of the Nightmare, which then lets us go into the Orcust line, which lets us make Galati. Galati sets the copy of Babel. Babel then sets, or doesn't really do anything, but then we get to go into the copy of Phantom Knights of Rusty Bardiche, which lets us set another copy of the Phantom Knights of Fogblade, which means we have 2 monster negates and a Raigeki, as well as the ability to just pop any monster with the copy of Dingirsu, which is quite a bit better than what the original line was, which was just the Raigeki and the Dingirsu. So having these additional monster negates is just pretty stellar. But as you can see, this is the best combo line you can do with the deck, and there's also just other ways to help make sure that it extends through the pure amount of extenders and negations and other forms of disruption that can be put into the deck. Well, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you have a great day.